toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Cincinnati's offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the...
He's got it at the 30. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Bearcats are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. The quarterback floating away from pressure.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football, because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
There's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the BYU Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point. Getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And BYU will get the first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
First and 10 from their own 17. To the ground, he's got it again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Finds his tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Bearcats will snap it on first and 10. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Bring in the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, No success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Turning it on! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They'll give it to Johnson. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Swings it out to his running back. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. BYU lines up quickly. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Quickly complete. Looks as if BYU will have a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Great move. Now he's got room. Got the 1st down and more. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a 1-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And the extra point is good. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the outside. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Look out, he's got room. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half.
And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll knock him down. BYU right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Verrier. Fires to the big fella. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Offense working from the pistol. Motion from the wideout. The hand to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. With the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Looking downfield, it's Verrier. This one's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the catch. It's Phillips. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Knocked down for the tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
There he goes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Right back to the well. And into the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. From the gun, the ground game. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Find some fresh air. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. BYU lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Stout. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Stout. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. BYU with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Made a defender miss. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and That's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to throw, it's very air. They've got the screen set up. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The DBs will back off a bit. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He wants a big play here late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making